Do mothers make strong men? By Brave New Slop. Interesting name. Interesting. Also, if you like this kind of content, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you very much. I would say yes. Mothers make also strong men. I would say that the roles that mothers take is different from the roles that fathers take. But generally, I would say that the mother overall is more of the bigger caretaker in most situations, of course. Now you need both parents to get the complete like package, right? Otherwise, right, we have looked at statistics for example single mothers and how not having a father affects development of children, especially when it comes to crime. But yeah, we'll jump in. We'll see what points this person will make. We'll see about that. Let's go.
He needs me.
Tarzan challenges us by asking a unique question, one that we don't often see answered in other heroes' journeys. Sure, we've seen the influence of father figures in the development of boys.
Yeah, father figures, right? What is a big father figure, right? Just like right now. Obviously.
In other heroes' journeys. Sure, we've seen the influence.
Like, Iroh, right? Uncle Iroh is a big one. What else do we have? I need to think of like big father figures, right? Like Joel, right? From The Last of Us is a father figure. Ben Parker is also a good father figure. There's a few out there. Sure.
Of father figures in the development of boys into men. But what part does a mother play in that transformation? We're introduced to Kala as a grieving mother who lost her son. Suddenly, she hears the distant cry of a baby, and she's possessed by it. This is the hero's instinct, to charge into danger on behalf of those who need you. Kala discovers the baby's parents killed by the jaguar.
Yeah, it reminds me kind of My Hero Academia, right? Charging into, like, your feet just automatically run when somebody's nature. You don't think about the consequences, nothing like that.
And finds Tarzan. Though this is not her child, not even her species, Kala defends Tarzan fiercely. When they escape and return to the tribe, the leader, Kerchak, demands she abandon Tarzan.
But he'll die.
If the jungle wants him, then...
I want him.
Kala, I cannot let you put our family in danger.
Does he look dangerous to you?
Kerchak's rage is intense but brief. Kala's love is intense and enduring. He's no match for her. And that's not the last time he'll make that mistake. As Tarzan...
By the way, Tarzan is such a good movie. It is such a good movie. They would, like, Disney can never replicate anything like that anymore nowadays. Tarzan is such a good movie, by the way.
Grows into a boy, he still struggles to gain acceptance. After making a mistake and endangering others, Kerchak becomes angry with him.
I'm sorry, Kerchak.
You almost killed someone.
This isn't the loving disappointment of Mufasa.
Being brave doesn't mean you go looking for trouble.
Here, there's actual hatred driving the anger. Kerchak feels certain that there's no possibility of growth or redemption for Tarzan.
Kala, look at him. He will never be one of us.
Kerchak.
We see that hatred.
I think more so what this displays is that the mother here, like, fully accepts Tarzan regardless of his shortcomings or, like, him being different. It's up there with Jungle Book. Yep, most certainly, yep.
Passed on to Tarzan, becoming self-hatred. But just as hatred is a powerful force that's hard to put out once it starts burning in us, so is love.
Close your eyes. Now forget what you see. What do you feel?
She teaches Tarzan that mistakes, flaws, and failures are as much a part of our shared humanity as our heartbeat.
Kerchak just can't see that.
Imagine if Tarzan didn't have Kala, and he was filled with Kerchak's condemnation instead of...
Oh yeah, he'd be an angry little human. Well, realistically, he'd be dead, right? If Kala wasn't there, he'd be dead. Let's be honest.
her faith. Kerchak might have made Tarzan the very monster that he most feared. Thanks to Kala, instead of turning away from others, or worse, wanting to hurt them or hurt himself, Tarzan turns his renewed faith in himself back towards the tribe.
I'll be the best ape ever.
Oh, I bet you will.
As Tarzan struggles to decide whether to remain with the gorillas or leave the jungle for civilization, Kala finally shares the secret of where he came from. She promises him she'll support whatever choice he makes.
I just want you to be happy, whatever you decide.
She sounds so full of grief that you wonder if she's trying to guilt him into staying. But this is the unbearable pain of letting go of someone you love. What makes it an act of love is not that it's easy for her, it's that it's so difficult she struggles to even honor her promise. When Tarzan returns, dressed in...
Bro, now he looks like a human. Yeah, I forgot how that... Tarzan with, like, regular clothes looks, like, so interesting. Yeah. Yeah. That's, like, right? I feel like people always say, like a father's second love is, like, his daughter, right? Not, like, in a romantic sense, but, like, you get the idea. And, like, a mother's second love is her son. And maybe that's true to a degree here. Sure.
clothing, it's obvious this was not the choice Kala thought he'd make. She turns away, feeling both the pain of loss and the personal hurt of Tarzan leaving her. He's needed her his entire life, and now he no longer does.
No matter where I go, you will always be my mother.
That breaks her heart, even though that's what she wants for him.
And you will always be in my heart.
To her pain, he offers unconditional love, the same healing force she used to comfort him. Although the movie winds up making Tarzan's reconciliation with Kerchak the emotional climax,
I guess it would need unconditional love, though that's not particularly common nowadays. I feel like for especially love is already very scarce for young boys, so, well, I guess this could be one of the things that a strong man would need, right? Unconditional love from his mother. I could see that, yeah.
to me, this was the more interesting arc. We saw Kala embody the elements of the hero, risking life and limb to protect Tarzan and healing the deep wounds in his spirit. It was easy to view her as an almost mythical ideal of motherhood, but then, suddenly, we saw the vulnerable human being beneath her heroism, struggling with her duty and reminding us that all this time, motherhood has required inner strength, not just instinct. We're forced to grow up alongside Tarzan, realizing his mother is only human, but loving her all the more for that very reason.
Interesting perspective. Interesting video. Short, but very interesting. I'd say yes, to a degree. I would say yes. Mothers do make strong men to a degree. Of course, again, you need both. You need, like, right? Mothers and fathers do give a different part. We can tell this when we look at children who grow up without either. Or, like, one or the other, that is. And I think the most important aspect that is really needed here, that is really shown by particularly Kala, is unconditional love. I think that's what probably is the main recipe here. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.